Hi everybody, I'm gonna do my own tag, and here we go. Sorry. There are 5 questions. Question number 1, it's a long one. Would you eat snake? Would you eat frog? Would you eat squirrel or gator or crawdad or turtle? Yes, I would eat all of them. I am just guessing, but I think I might not like the squirrel too much because it's red meat, I think, and I'm guessing it's probably pretty gamey. But I would try it in a stew or something. I like rabbit. Rabbit's delicious. Okay, number 2. Would you go out in a boat on the bayou? Okay, that's a swamp and it's dangerous. There's a lot of killer alligators there. But I might go out on the bayou on a fan boat. Yeah, probably that's the only kind of boat I would go out on. Number 3, would you go swimming in the Mississippi River? I would go swimming in the Mississippi River pretty far north, where I'm pretty sure there wouldn't be any motor traffic, like, you know, big, huge boats and stuff. And I have a story about going on the Mississippi River. I might have told it already, but in 1976 and 1977, I worked at a camp. I was a counselor. And one of those years, 2 or 3 of us counselors decided to take some campers and go on a day trip in canoes. So the chef, and she was a chef, she wasn't just a camp cook, she was a chef from France. Well, she made us some lunches and we took out the girls in the canoes and we were going to go as close as we could to the mouth of the Mississippi. And we had to canoe through maybe across 2 lakes to get there. We were in Minnesota, so you can't really go anywhere in Minnesota without running into a lake. That's the truth. Anyway, so we crossed those 2 lakes and we got onto the Mississippi, which up in Minnesota, it's not a mile wide and it's not hundreds of feet deep. It's actually pretty small, and I wouldn't call it a river per se, but it is the Mississippi River. And now I have 2 stories. My favorite ring was a puzzle ring, and I like to take it off and take it apart and do the puzzle. So, you know, there are a lot of reeds up there. Okay, so we pretty much canoed into the reeds until we couldn't go any farther. So we never actually made it to the mouth of the Mississippi, which I understand we weren't really that close, like more than a few feet. It was more like a few miles. So anyway, I'm doing my puzzle ring and all of a sudden I dropped it. And now the river was only 3 or 4 feet deep, and I could see through the water, but the reeds were so thick that I couldn't get out of the boat to get the ring, so I lost it. And now I know you've heard this story. This is the trip I was on, the canoe trip I was on when I was barefooted and I was lounging my feet over the side of the canoe and a deer fly bit me. Now, it's like hell. It's like hell. But it also hurt like hell at the same time. So I was in hell for a few days. It was awful. But I would swim in the Mississippi River. No problem. No problem at all. As long as it wasn't like south of where it intersects with the Missouri River. Because I think there's a lot of motor traffic in the way of barges and things like that, taking goods up the river. Okay, next question is number 4. You'll like this one. What sound does an alligator make? I've heard an alligator, it roars, and I think it sounds exactly like a gas-driven lawnmower. That's exactly what it sounds like. Question 5. Would you ever noodle? I think so. Okay, noodling is fishing for catfish, for the biggest catfish in the river. I think you have to do it in a river. And it's a method of catching fish where you don't use a fishing rod or anything like that. You just use your fist and your forearm. And it has to be really, 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 really big cats, because you have to be able to ram your whole arm into its body via its mouth. And, catfish have teeth. And these big cats have big teeth. And they'll bite the hell out of you. And then, people get injured. But I think I might try it because I love catfish so much. You wouldn't believe it. I grew up eating freshwater catfish made in America. And now in the grocery, if you want catfish, all you can find is farm-raised catfish. And I dare not eat any saltwater catfish. I don't even think we have any growing along the Pacific, but they do in Asia, I've heard. But I would give anything to eat some river cat right now. Oh, yeah. Okay, that is the end of my tag. And taggies, you probably know who you are. So let's get going. We want Jasmine, Little Stevie, Dawn, Robbie and Christopher. Oh, God, Katie, Angie, Dave. I don't know if you'll watch this, but if you do and you want to do the tag, you're certainly welcome to. Please forgive me if I left anyone out, because it's been a really long time since I've been involved in this Jasmine's tag industry. Mark, please do my tag. Okay, I love you all, and I can't wait to see your tag responses. Bye.